Anyways, now we can actually continue. Except, do I wanna see that cutscene again, like in here? No, I don't think so. I remember it pretty damn well. I saw the highlight too when I made it. Although I don't watch the highlights from start to finish. It's just so. It is extremely time confusing. It's just I've gotten extremely good at just remembering exactly like certain moments when I play these games, and I can just immediately know where something interesting happens. But even then, I like go through the timeline like pretty slowly at the same time, so it's usually like an hour's process up to something like that usually, which is like ideal. Sometimes it's even longer depending how long the VOD was, but that's like still somewhat acceptable. Warden thought Hugo wouldn't make it and persuaded Beatrice to leave for the headquarters of the Order in Marseille. Is that how you say it? They like silent pronounce the L's in there. It's literally just Marseille. Where her son's devastating power might be contained. Amicia was against it, but still helped Lucas reach the harbor, and Joseph, a boat captain who would take them aboard. Unconscious Hugo released a gigantic waves of rats devouring the city. Warden died before Amicia managed to calm her brother down. The boy is horrified by what he did to the city he loved. The reunited family now heads towards Marseille. Dude. I kind of forgot to contextualize, like, this, like, city. Or what this city meant until I read that line. The boy is horrified by what he did to the city he loved. This fucking story is so... Okay, so here's something, actually, about my past when it comes to, like, what I used to watch when I was younger. My favorite superhero movies were probably like the first X-Men's. X-Men 1, X-Men 2, X-Men 3, and then, you know, the prequel like spin-offs are also like, you know, fun to watch also from time to time. And what was her name? Jean Grey. That's what it was, yes. Like, she was such a volatile mutant, like, in that, like, universe, you know? That she had to be somehow contained within the power of both Magneto and Professor X in order for, you know, her not to just randomly have outbursts where she would, like, literally evaporate people into thin air with her immense, like, level 5 mutant power or something like that, if I remember correct. It's been more than 5 years when I saw a single one of those movies, because I don't really watch movies anymore nowadays, really. So I'm just seeing what I remember here. So this kind of reminds me of how Jean Grey and her entire existence of just having both a perpetrator and a complete victim, even against your own will. And it's like your own like emotions also, like how you feel and how you are able to contain like the power within, you know? That also regulate like how much damage you can do to your surroundings as well. And like Hugo is going through the exact same process almost here, you know? Like, he's both a victim, but he's also a perpetrator of massive, like, devastating power as well. You know? Genocides even, calamity, you know? But at the same time, he's so innocent in all of this at the same time. It's such a... Like, this dynamic is so unbelievably fucking morbid. In fact, I think this game has the chance of... Damn, I almost teared up after I said that, wow. I don't think the gravity of this situation actually fell on me until I started talking about it like this, but... I kind of mentioned it yesterday already, but I was a bit, aloof, I guess. I have a feeling that this story might actually be one of the saddest ones that I've ever seen a game. Already it is. To this point, it really is. Damn. This really is like one of those stories or games where I would genuinely not want to know what happens. Like, it's like I'm afraid to continue, you know? Just because of how the game just feels, the story of it. You know? The gravity of this all is just so... It feels so unjust. So unbelievably cruel. Like, this situation where the main characters are in. It's like... God, I fucking hate this.